From the opening bell, Jake Paul came out with purpose. He wasted no time making his presence known, charging forward with sharp, accurate punches that immediately put Julio César Chavez Jr. on the defensive. Surprisingly, Chavez Jr. offered little in return, choosing to shell up and absorb the pressure rather than fight back. Paul targeted the body early, landing crisp, punishing shots that set the tone. A clean right hand to the head late in the round clearly established who was in control. Round by round, Paul's early dominance in round 2, Paul, now brimming with confidence, even dropped his hands at times, daring Chavez Jr. to engage. But the Mexican veteran remained hesitant. Once the moment passed, Paul returned to work, overwhelming his opponent with volume and aggression. He controlled the pace, the distance, and the energy of the fight, while Chavez Jr. continued to backpedal. Round 3 saw Paul ramp things up even further, unleashing fast combinations with little pause. Chavez Jr. remained in survival mode, mostly defending and slipping shots, but rarely answering back. He seemed off balance and flat-footed, unable to find his rhythm as Paul looked sharper, faster, and far better prepared. By round 4, it was clear the former world champion needed to adjust. He finally let his hands go, but his punches lacked power and precision when he did manage to land. Paul answered instantly with harder, cleaner shots. Paul was in full control, dictating every exchange while Chavez Jr. continued to struggle with confidence and timing. The pattern continued in round 5. Chavez Jr. had fleeting moments of success, small bursts where he looked like he might turn a corner, but they were short-lived. His footwork looked slow, and his punches lacked sting. Meanwhile, Paul stayed composed, calculated, and aggressive, picking his spots and landing counters whenever Chavez tried to press forward. Trouble for Chavez Jr. in the middle rounds. Things got rough for Chavez Jr. in round 6. Paul landed a vicious uppercut that rattled him, forcing a desperate clinch. Chavez Jr. managed to survive, sneaking in a few body shots during the clinch, but Paul absorbed them easily. The wear and tear was starting to show. Chavez Jr.'s movement slowed, and he began clinching more often, clearly fatigued. In round 7, the momentum finally began to shift, slightly. For the first time, Chavez Jr. found some rhythm and exchanged with more urgency. Both fighters landed meaningful shots, and the crowd came alive. Still, Paul held his ground, defended well, and edged out the exchanges. Then came round 8, perhaps Chavez Jr.'s best of the night. He let his hands go with real intent, landing a few clean punches that backed Paul up momentarily. But Paul didn't panic. He reset quickly and fired back with a strong combination that pushed Chavez Jr. back to the ropes, reclaiming control before the bell. A late push from the veteran. By round 9, swelling had developed under Chavez Jr.'s left eye, clear proof of the punishment he'd absorbed. Still, he showed heart. This was arguably his strongest round, as he came forward with confidence, landing a string of clean shots that forced Paul to adjust. Chavez Jr. looked energized, and may have stolen the round on many scorecards. The 10th and final round delivered the fireworks fans had been waiting for. Both fighters came out swinging, clearly hunting for a knockout. It was toe-to-toe action, back-and-forth exchanges, both men throwing with everything they had. The crowd rose to their feet as every punch felt like it could end the fight. Paul fired with speed and precision. Chavez Jr. answered with grit and urgency. When the bell rang, they were still trading punches. The verdict, a clear winner when it was all over. The judges were unanimous. Jake Paul had done more than enough to win. He dominated the majority of the fight, showing clear improvements in technique, patience, and ring generalship. While Chavez Jr. had his moments, especially late, they came too late to change the outcome. Paul wasn't just busier, he looked like the more complete fighter. From clean bodywork to head combinations and sharp footwork to smart distance management, he executed a disciplined, aggressive game plan. What's next? As for Chavez Jr., questions remain. Once a world champion with immense potential, his performance left many wondering if the fire is still there. He showed flashes of skill and heart, but overall, he appeared a step behind and hesitant to take risks. His late surge proved there's still something left in the tank, but not enough to overcome the early rounds he let slip away. In the end, fans got what they wanted: 10 rounds of grit, action, and emotion, capped by a clear and deserved win for Jake Paul. He didn't just win on the scorecards, he won over more critics. Whether you like him or not, it's clear: Jake Paul isn't just playing at boxing anymore. He's evolving, and he's here to compete.